Good evening once again. I am Bright Adeyemo. I will be your tutor for this evening. I will be showing you the interface of Pixellab. I believe we've all gotten our Pixellab, we all download it. Now, the interface of Pixellab, up here we have about 8 different tools. And the first tool is called the project tool or plus button. As you can see, with this plus button, you can import from your gallery. You can add text, you can add sticker, you can add shape. Let's assume I want to import an image from my gallery. Just click on from gallery and it's going to lead me into my gallery, and I can import any image from my gallery, as you can see. So next is the save button. The save button allows you to save your work either as project or as image. If you save as project, you can come back later to do some correction or to amend some things. While if you save as image, to save as PNG directly to your gallery. And we have this share button. The share button allows you to share either to Facebook, to Twitter, to WhatsApp, to Instagram. And you can also save to gallery with the share button. And you have the quote button. I give you quotes, motivations. So you can go through that later. We have the quote button. We have the next one, which is the learn more button. The learn more button shows you how to use the image, use image from gallery, full screen, use image from camera, and a lot more. And we have the delete button. The delete button allows you to delete text, and beside it that look like pen is the editing button. So that's me. I want to delete this new text. Just click on delete. It will ask me to confirm if I want to delete it. Yes, I want to delete it. And we have the next one, which is the undo button. The undo button allows you to bring back what you've deleted. For most of us who know about CorelDRAW, Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, and Microsoft Word, we know what the undo button can do. It can bring back what we've deleted. So the undo button will bring back what we deleted. And we have the next one, which is the zoom button. The zoom button allows you to zoom in and zoom out. Presently now is in 100%. And the next one, we have the grid line. The grid line allows you to arrange your work. So it will be either on a straight line or to be aligned. And then I want to make this new text to be on a straight line. Just use my grid line to arrange them so they be on a straight line. That is what grid line can do. And we have the next one. It's called the layer button. Here is the layer button. We have the layer button. This layer button allows you to layer your work. Okay, let me choose from one of my projects. Let me show you how layer button works. Now, as you can see in this project, the layer button allows me to arrange my work in a way that the ones that should be at the back, they are at the back. The ones that should be at the front, they are at the front. Now let's assume I want to bring this background. I want to take it to the top of the text. You can see, going to the top of the text are now invisible. That is what layer can do. So I need to take it down because it should be under, not at the top, because it's a background. And this layer button can either make your work, can lock your work so that it will not move. As you can see, I can't move this again just because of, I can't move this again on my screen just because of I've locked it. If it's unlocked, I can move it. As you can see, I can move it. So that is what the layer button can do. So I need to lock it so it will not move. I have other ones I need to lock so it will not move. Then if I want to make them invisible, just click on these. They are going to be invisible. they will be invisible. Most of them will be invisible. So as you can see here, they are now invisible. Almost everything is invisible now. As you can see, they are no more invisible, but I can make them visible back by clicking the visible button. Yeah. Now we have the next tools or button down here, which they are called, we have here, which is called the templates. This tool gives us the template we have in the Pixellab. And let us me how to work with this template. And give me this template. As you can see here, these are the templates we have in the Pixellab. On this template, we don't really need it. We need to start from scratch and work on our own. And we have the next one. It's called the editing tool or editing button. Here you can edit, maybe type anything. Type anything, arrange it how you want it to be. You can move it around, you can delete it, you can undo to bring it back, you can copy it, make it two, copy it and make it two, and you can bring it to the front, take to the back, position it, size, you can reduce the size, you can increase the size depending on how you want it. You can reduce the size depending on how you want it. In the size, we can padding it. Maybe you want it to be padding, we don't want it to be padding, how you want it to be spaced. So we can padding it, and we can add color. You can add different color, any color you want. You can add different color. The color to allow you to add any color you want. You can see, you can add any color I want. And the texture too is one of the important tools in Pixellab. So it can allow me to import an image from my gallery into the text. I want to use this image now into my text. As you can see, it has been textured into the text. So we have the next one, which is the opacity. How you want it to be visible, either a little high, depending on how you want it to be visible. We have the next one, the rotate button. You can see I can rotate it to anyhow I want. Maybe I want it this way, I want it this way. Here I want it, I can rotate it. I have the next one, which is the marks. I have the font. You know, font is very important. I have to change it to this, either this, or this. Change it to any font you want. And we have the next one is the curve, the style button. The style, you can bold it, italic, underline, depending on how you want it. The B represent bold, the I represent italic, while the U represents underline, depending on how you want it. I have the next one, which is the curve button. I know a lot of idea is coming to your head right now what you can do with this curve button. Don't worry, as you go on in this class, you're going to know more about these tools. I have the next one, which is the background. Maybe I want to give the text a background. I'm giving this background, but we don't need that for now. Then the align button, maybe I want it to come to the right, the left, to be centralized or to be justified. Now the next one is spacing. You can space the letters. You can space the letters and you can space the word. That's me how to space the letters. As you can see, that spacing of the letters and spacing of word is spacing of word. You can see this is how it works. So then we have the next one, line spacing. That's when we are working with paragraph. If we want it to be, when we are working with paragraph, want to be line spacing. That's what the line spacing can do. And we have the next one, which is the stroke. The stroke allow you to beautify it, add more look to it. So let me add a stroke. Let me increase the stroke. As you can see, You can see why in our Corel Draw we call it outline. So those of you that work with Corel Draw, I believe you know what this stroke is. It's also called outline. And we have the next one, the shadow, we have the inner shadow, we have the embossment, and the 3D rotate. So let's go to the next two. The next two is the shape 2. And under this shape 2, we have different tools there. We have the shape, we have the bezier, we have the arrow. The shape allow you to import any shape, while the bezier allow you to draw any shape you don't have on the Pixellab. Allow you to draw any shape you don't have on the Pixellab. Allow you to do anything with it. And do anything with it. And you do anything. As you can see, it's going in this class. We're going to know more about all these tools. And I have the arrow. You can import an arrow. Rotate the arrow depending on what you need to do. So let's move to the next one. Next one is called the background and the transparent. How you can edit the background. Import from gallery. Now change the background. Change the background to this color, to this color, to this color. You can change the background with that. And we can make it to be transparent. Can reduce the size of my image, crop my image from gallery. I want to choose the background from gallery. I just come here and just choose the background from gallery. Choose the background from gallery. As you can see, here's how to choose the background from gallery. So, and the next one is called the effect tool. How I want the background to be. Maybe the brightness of the background be very bright, to be dark, or to be very bright, depending on how I want it and what you want to do with it. And we have other ones. The last two is called the effect tool. So I'm going to end this video here. As you go on in a class, I'm going to know more. I will see you in the next class, in the next video. Thank you.